Didn't see you there. Welcome to the kitchen. You just so happened to stumble in, by the way. Today we're going to be making Kenny's French toast. You're probably asking yourself, or you're not, what is Kenny's French toast? Well, Kenny's French toast is just French toast, shredded cheese, bacon bits, and green onions. That was way too expressive. I did not mean to be that. We're gonna walk you through the two different sections to this. The first section, I'm probably walking out of frame, I'm not sure. The first section is the sides, right? The grated cheese, the cut onions, and the bacon. In the second section, it's just regular old French toast. Nothing new, nothing different. Now, most people would not put green onions and bacon on your French toast and cheese. But I've never done it, and I heard it was good from Kenny. Here's Kenny's rating. This is a real review. Kenny approves of this French toast. Thank you. And now, a word from our sponsor. First things first, when you're in the kitchen, always wash your hands. Now that that's over with, let's get right into it. Starting with the bacon. I'm being as real as I can be right now, by the way. Probably just gonna be cutting, I'd say about that many strips. The rest, I'll save it for later. Update here in the kitchen. I am just realizing that cutting bacon bits would be a lot easier if it was cooked. Cutting raw bacon bits is a little bit, it moves. And I've cut it cooked before. I don't know why I didn't just immediately consider that.
It's just basic chemistry, yo.
Welcome to my stovetop. You're gonna take your bacon, put it in a nice sized pan like this one. You're gonna wanna go on your stovetop, turn it on at about medium heat. I have it on about 6 right now. Next, a little bit of olive oil. Make sure you got some tongs. And, you know, just like, let it do its thing, I guess. Be sure to keep any water away from a stovetop. You don't want to get water in there, or else it's going to splash and, you know. Once your bacon is nice and crispy, as mine is here, you're going to want to get yourself a new cutting board, not covered in raw meat juices. Take your bacon and put it down on the cutting board. Now that you guys have got your bacon, cut it. Get yourself a little bowl, and put that sucker on the side. On a new cutting board, get yourself a tangle, an alarming amount of green onions. Also, extra tip, make sure your hands are washed, because in case you got raw meat juices on your hands, you're not gonna want those to transfer over, I guess. Take your hands in a sort of clawed position, fingers back, thumb behind them. Your knife, start at the end, and just slice. That is more than enough green onions necessary. So simply take your green onions and get yourself another little bowl and put all of these off to the side for later. Get yourself a cloth. Get yourself a cheese grater. This is the one I have at hand. It's a little mini bowl cheese grater. Very useful because you don't even need a side bowl once it's done. I'm going for like a nice decent amount. You know what? There's nothing wrong with a little bit of cheese. It's gonna be so funny when you add the cheese joke. The cheese joke's gonna be so funny. Everyone's gonna love the cheese joke. Now that you got all the little things on the side ready, we're gonna get to the most difficult part. French bread. Okay, now that you have a whole bunch of dishes in the sink, we're gonna get into possibly the most difficult, but not really difficult whatsoever, part of the process. So first, you're gonna need One of the tips I was actually gonna make while cutting all that stuff up was to avoid cross-contamination, but the bacon's already done and I can't remake the bacon, can I? For future reference, always avoid cross-contamination. You know, you don't want to get one of the many diseases. Cancer, leprosy, hepatitis, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, tapeworm, Will Ferrell, feral rodent, rat, Ratatouille, Remy Ratatouille, Walter, Remy Ratatouille. Maybe cut that out later, maybe it's not a good bit, I like bits, okay? Get your bowl, get your milk, get 1 cup. I think I saw a dog hair in there. As for cinnamon, about a pinch, so we're just gonna do a sprinkle. There you go, a sprinkle of salt. 1 regular-sized egg. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Get yourself a fork, preferably a fork, and mix it all together. Whisk it all together. Mix it all together. Stir it all together. The variety of words you can use for this action are endless. When you're done, you should be left with a soup. Soup! After you've made yourself the soup, get yourself 1 tablespoon of your butter. Put it on the pan, like that. Turn your stovetop, which is already warm, on a medium heat, just to get the butter nice and warm and melted. For the bread, which you are going to be putting in your soup. Let your butter melt. Realize that you actually used the wrong burner, and that's why it wasn't heating up. For reference, don't use as much butter as I did, because that was unintelligent. Now that the stovetop has gotten warm, you need your bread and your soup. Take your bread and mix it in your soup. Put it on the stove. Now comes the hard part. Waiting. Have yourself a spatula at the ready. You're gonna need to flip this bad boy pretty soon. Always be checking your French toast to make sure you're not overcooking it. Don't flip it if it's undercooked, of course, because then you're eating wet bread. You know how many bits I'm gonna have to delete from this because, you know, there's like half an hour's worth of garbage content. I'm gonna cut it all up and then I'm gonna edit the bits and it's gonna be like, oh, this isn't funny. Then I'm gonna add memes over top of it. And I'm like, what am I even doing at this point? You know, I'm just in my kitchen recording myself thinking I'm so funny. All my funny jokes, I'm so funny. Oh, I'm so. Oh, I'm burning it. A nice golden brown is what you want. When your pieces are looking about done, put them on the plate. You deserve it. But wait, we're not done yet. That's your French toast. Looks okay. Boring, though. Make them nice and spread a little. I know, the spread kind of looks better, you know, if you like do like a, maybe like a 3, like a 1, 2, 3 type deal. Presentation is key. This 1, 2, 3 look kind of poggers. Did you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why? Take your cheese. Put it on top. Don't do too much, unless you're a cheese guy, which I am. But hey, that cheese isn't melted. That's why we're gonna take it and maneuver it into the microwave. Beep. 30 seconds might be pushing it, but it also might not. There you go. Poggers. Now that you got yourself a nice melted cheese, you're gonna wanna take your bacon bits, sprinkle them on top, right? Honestly, you know what? I'm feeling rambunctious. Let's layer this. I got more cheese. Let's layer this. Let's layer this even. Hopefully my bread doesn't get too soggy. Take your cheese, put it on top of the bacon. You know what this calls for? The microwave. Would you look at that? Your cheese? A little bit goopy, but fantastic. Look at that. That looks great. Now, all that's left, green onions. Awesome. And, optionally, you may put whatever you want on the side or on it. This is a decently balanced meal, actually. You know, we got your bacon, protein, bread, carbs, onion, veggie. But I'm gonna top it off with some nice syrup. Sweet and savory in this meal, you know? Perfect. A little bit of a drizzle, even. That is perfection. Now, we're gonna taste it. Cut. Got some bacon, got some cheese, got some onion, got some French toast. That is good. I hope you learned something. Maybe. Kenny approved.